NFL training camp updates. I want to talk about Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs. Let's check in on the rookie running backs. How are they doing? Again, so far, they've been performing as expected. Bijan Robinson, this dude has been trending on Twitter for the past 3 days for what he's done at training camp. He's rounding up linebackers and cornerbacks and one-on-ones, and Jahmyr Gibbs is doing the similar thing. And I was telling you guys when Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs were coming out the draft that these were different types of running backs. As a matter of fact, I didn't even label them running backs. I labeled them weapons because that's what they are. I was telling a lot of Falcons fans that Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier don't worry about who's going to get more snaps, who's going to get more carries, because it's not going to matter due to the fact that Bijan Robinson is going to be on the field at the same time as Tyler Algier in most situations because of his versatility, his ability to not just be a effective running back, but really effective lining out wide at receiver, whether that be outside or via the slot. And you look at how well Bijan Robinson has ran his route so far throughout training camp, really impressive. I mean, this dude is a fantastic route runner. And his route running is the equivalent to a wide receiver too. Maybe better. I mean, the way he was lining up Troy Anderson and Caden Ellis was really nasty, man. And then he did Mike Hughes really dirty. Go on Twitter and find the Bijan Robinson and Mike Hughes one-on-one clip, man. Like, you would have thought that Bijan Robinson was a wide receiver the way he was running routes out there for the Atlanta Falcons over the last couple of days at training camp for them, man. Jahmyr Gibbs, same thing. And something that has been brought up a lot when mentioning Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs and how they've performed up to this point in training camp has been that not only are they really effective running backs, but their effectiveness on the passing game is really something that has caught a lot of people by surprise, because you don't expect running backs to be this polished when it comes to running routes. This is scary. And these are going to be the two running backs who changed the RB position for the foreseeable future in the NFL. If you don't have a Bijan Robinson or Jahmyr Gibbs kind of skill set that allows you to be used as a wide receiver, you're not going to be able to demand a lot of money as a RB. That's just what it is. If you want to get paid highly as a running back, you got to be able to do it all, baby. Not just run the rock good, but you got to pass block and you got to catch the football. Jahmyr Gibbs, his vision, his explosiveness has been on full display for the Detroit Lions throughout training camp up to this point. And for Bijan Robinson, he's been one of the best performers throughout training camp for Atlanta. It's been him and a couple of other guys on the defense. And when you look at Bijan Robinson, this is somebody who has not just great vision, but he's also fantastic after contact. He's really scary in the open field if you're a defensive back. And lining him out wide is kind of a little bit unfair. It's kind of like a cheat code. You got somebody who not only is effective after the catch, something that a lot of today's defensive backs don't really do a great job at, is tackling. These safeties, these cornerbacks, they don't want to tackle. So imagine them one-on-one with Bijan Robinson. Who are you taking? The defensive back or Bijan Robinson? I'm putting my money on Bijan Robinson. Similar thing with Jahmyr Gibbs. The difference between Jahmyr and Bijan is that Bijan is better after contact. Jahmyr Gibbs isn't really a dude who thrives at making a killing after initial contact. He's somebody who's going to make you miss in the open field due to his elusiveness and his elite acceleration and speed. He's not really somebody that's going to power through you. He's more of a elusive back compared to Bijan Robinson, who's more of a all-around back. Not just can he beat you with finesse, but he can also run through you with power. Now, both of these guys are sensational running backs. Like I said, a couple of weeks ago. I believe that Bijan and Jahmyr are going to reshape the running back market. These are going to be the new standards at running back if you want to get paid a lot of money. So Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, so far throughout training camp, they've been really impressive. For the Atlanta Falcons, their head coach, Arthur Smith, said that one thing that has stood out the most about Bijan outside of his athleticism is the versatility. This dude is the human definition of a chess piece. You can move him all around the offense and create all kinds of matchup problems for opposing defenses. Similar thing can be said about Jahmyr Gibbs. Even though Bijan Robinson is probably going to have more carries and total touches than Jahmyr Gibbs this year because the Lions have way more weapons and mouths to feed on that offense compared to the Falcons, Bijan Robinson is a beast. But Jahmyr Gibbs, don't get it twisted. This dude is also a dude himself. And you look at his offensive coordinator being one of the best in the NFL, he's going to find ways to get Jahmyr Gibbs involved in this passing attack and also on the ground, despite the fact that they have David Montgomery. And with Bijan Robinson, you're thinking about what the snap count is going to be between him and Tyler Algier. It doesn't really matter. Tyler Algier comes in at running back, Bijan goes in at wide receiver. Simple as that. So far for Bijan Robinson, his versatility, his route running, his playmaking ability has been highly praised amongst a lot of people in the Falcons organization. And the Detroit Lions have been singing similar praises about Jahmyr Gibbs. These running backs aren't all that different. The biggest difference between Bijan and Jahmyr, in my opinion, is that Bijan Robinson is better after contact. After that, it's pretty much an even fight. Both Jahmyr and Bijan are incredible route runners to be running backs. They're really good as wideouts. I mean, the sky is limitless for what Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs could do throughout their NFL career.